Welcome to the Man Whore Podcast.
This one goes out to the cuddle piles, polycules, and roaming tribes of polyandrous hunter-gatherers. This is Billy Procida, and you're listening to the Man Whore Podcast. I'm your host, comedian Billy Procida. We're just going to ignore that. I just threw out a very Christopher Ryan type of thing. I'm your host, comedian Billy Procida, and this is the podcast where every week I talk to women I've hooked up with about sex, dating, and love. I know it's been a couple weeks since we've heard from one of my former lovers, but we're back with it with my good friend and fellow comedian Andrea Allan. And I'll tell you more about us a little bit later on. But first, I got show dates for you, everybody. Show dates. As you're listening to this, I am in Louisville, Kentucky, performing in Midwest Fest over at the Laughing Derby. So far, I've got shows tonight, Wednesday, and tomorrow, Thursday. And if I advance in the competition, I'll be there Friday and Saturday. But please come on out if you're in the Kentucky, Louisville type of area. And then on June 19th, I'll be up in Sloatsburg, New York at Characters Bar and Restaurant, performing on another comedy contest of sorts. And then also, this one's not really a show. This is just an awesome good time. Saturday, June 20th, WTF. Yeah, that's right. What the Float. Come on out to What the Float, everybody. What the Float is a floating silent dance party. I've talked about it a lot on the show. It's fucking awesome. The next one is on June 20th here in New York City. Visit whattheflow.at, FLO.at, or check out the show notes for information how you can come dance through the streets of New York City with your favorite whore. And now is that time for the impersonal Patreon thank you roll call. Yes, this is the part of the show where I thank all my lovely, awesome supporters on Patreon. What's Patreon? It's kind of like an ongoing tip jar, sort of like an ongoing Kickstarter. And these are all the awesome folks who are helping improve the podcast with their contributions. So I want to send a very special but impersonal thank you to Ian K, Sophia L, Sarah B, Nellie H, Krista Ann, Jazz O, Megan N, The C's, Jeff and Jennifer, Ramon F, Danny M, Justin C, Kyle B, SB, Mary G, Madeline B, Dave K, and LL Cool Lance. The ladies love Cool Lance. Thank you, everybody, for being a patron of the Man Whore Podcast. And I want to give a very special congratulations to our sex toy giveaway winner, Ramon F. Yes, everybody, Ramon F won the Auto Blow 2 from our sponsors over here at the Man Whore Podcast. Yes, he was the one patron randomly selected, and he will be receiving this very intense but interesting blowjob machine, which I finally tried out over the weekend. And, it was successful. I'm going to say that much. He's in for quite a time. Ramon, if you're listening, just have patience with it, man. This is not going to be the type of thing where you're going to blow your load in 2 minutes. But I think you'll find it worthwhile. So congratulations, Ramon. Please, if you're able to, please support the Man Whore Podcast and receive a slew of great rewards. You can pledge as little as 25 cents a month and cancel at any time. To do so, visit patreon.com/manwhorepodcast or visit manwhorepod.com and click the Patreon banner at the side. I have another congratulations. Congrats to Caitlyn Jenner on her big reveal and on continuing to start a media frenzy. I don't have much to say on Caitlyn. I have mixed feelings. I'm like, yes, this is great that someone is so in the mainstream that they're forcing middle America to accept her. All those folks who just love the Kardashians are like, oh, but transgenders make me feel funny. But they love the Kardashians so much that they're willing to overcome their transphobia to accept Caitlyn for who she is. I guess is good, but at the same time, it just means that the Kardashians continue to win. So like I said, mixed emotions, but congratulations on that. But yeah, how am I doing? What's up with me? I'm going to Kentucky. I mean, by the time you listen to this, I'll be there. And I'm looking forward to it. It's like 5 days of me outside of New York City, so I won't be working. I'll just be doing stand-up and working on the podcast and just hanging out. And I think I'll be able to get a clear head because, breakups suck. Yeah, I don't know. My birthday was okay, but then, of course, she needed to butt into my birthday with a very nonchalant, happy birthday, Billy type of text. Just like ignoring the fact that this is that we're like in a breakup that's really hurtful, that she knows has been hurtful for me. She knows because she listens to the show. So she's heard me cry for 10 minutes about it. Yeah, no, it's been rough. So I think, it's like I want to know that she's hurting too. Like I want to see that this is not easy for her either, us not being together. I think that's one of the big things. So when you're on social media with someone who you've recently broken up with and it wasn't a clean, nice breakup, you're kind of like, oh, she's happy. Oh, look, smiles. Oh, dinner, brunch. Part of you wants to see something sad, see something that indicates that losing this relationship is hard for them too. You don't want to feel like the only one in pain. But ultimately, to overcome that pain, to overcome that sorrow, it needs to not matter. You need to not look for their pain to feel okay. You just need to get to that place where it's okay. And it just comes with time. It's gonna be sad face times for a little bit, but ultimately I'll be fine. I've gotten over breakups before with the exact same type of emotionally closed off women. It's happened many times before. I'm sure it'll happen again, and I'll be just fine. Y'all may just have to hear me pout a couple more times, and then that's it. Promise. But the bright side of that is that so many of you reach out and well wish me and say, Billy, it's gonna be okay. I mean, I just love all the emails that you send me. It's amazing. I mean, there's the one guy who I think he said there's the one guy who's like alluding to want to be my sugar daddy, which is sweet of him. He comes on pretty strong, but I think it comes from the right place. Or then there's Steve, holy shit, Steve, who bought he emailed me last week to say that he bought the Team BJ DVD because he wanted to see me naked. I guess this is a very like gay bisexual fan focused rambling. He says, he wrote like, I really enjoyed your scene with Siri, but wish they would have focused on the two of you more. The cut shots to Sarah J and her suitor were less interesting. And I wish we could have seen your face expressions during your session. From what I could make out of your dialogue with her, you seem to really be having fun with it. To which he goes on to ask me if I would essentially ever do porn. I mean, basically, he was like, is there any chance I'm going to do like a solo or a partnered scene for my fans? Sell them on Clips for Sale or something. Yeah, I've gotten naked for money before, but I do not foresee it happening in the near future. Sorry, Steve, and anyone else wishing to see my cock. But then again, as I've said many times over the past year, everyone's got a price. So if someone proposes a good deal to me, I'm not saying it's 100% off the table. Billy needs some cash. So thank you everyone who wrote such nice things, whether explicit or not. And if you want to send me an email, you can send your comments and questions over to manwhorepod@gmail.com. And you can follow, I'm sure you're already following me on Twitter at @thebillyprocida. That's PROCIDA. Why am I spelling it for you? You guys, you know the deal. And the deal this week, Andrea Allan, everybody. Oh, this was fun. So Andrea Allan is a fellow comedian who I met at a Keith and the Girl lunch. Yeah, that's my ringtone. Okay, deal with it. I've had Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has been my ringtone since I first got a phone in 2003 or 2002. I've never felt the need to change the ringtone. I feel like it's the proper ringtone that speaks to me. I don't foresee it ever changing, really. You guys just kind of glimpse into my soul just now. Andrea. So yeah, Andrea is this fun gal and comedian, and we had a chat because we've tried really hard to fuck each other, and it just does not seem to come to fruition more times than not. So we had to talk about it. I was actually on her podcast, the Hot Mess Comedy Hour, but we have a great time. There's some language. I should do a disclaimer, I guess. Again, just like with Mike Cannon, there's some language here. The most important thing with the language is knowing where the user's coming from and not just latching on to a word. So know that basically, when I mean language, I mean she calls me a faggot just like a half dozen times. Pretty astonishing, but it comes from a place of love and not. Are there other ways to insult me? Sure. But that's what was in her heart and soul. And ultimately it's funny. And when it's funny, that's what matters. Not when you're at the office, but when is two comedians talking. Yes, being funny is what matters the most, more than individual words. So that's my disclaimer. Please don't freak out and enjoy this episode, because I certainly did. And I had a great time with it. So here's me and Andrea. In this apartment?
This bed.
I don't know. How long have you had this bed?
This is from my old apartment.
Yeah. So we've fucked several times in this bed.
Did we have sex in the bed?
Yeah. Yeah, we've had like incomplete sex. And we've had complete sex in this bed. We've done both.
This is a scene of the crime.
Yeah, this is definitely a scene of some kind of crime. Want to fix your little...
What? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hamda insisted you get the pop filter, you get the windscreen. I'm like, okay.
Hamda knows her shit.
Yeah. But no, definitely fucked in this bed.
Okay.
Yeah. We've also not fucked, and then we've also like half fucked in this bed. We've kind of covered the bases.
You've eaten popcorn and then rolled over on me in this bed.
That's true.
I was so mad.
Wait, what?
You came and met me once. Are we starting or just...
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Why not?
You came and met me at a bar, and you were super drunk, and you made me go to a bodega with you to buy like chocolate covered popcorn snacks. It's your little bitch.
Was that at this apartment or the old one?
The old one.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh god.
If I was drunk, there's no way I fucked you that night.
No, you didn't. We went into the bed, and I was trying so hard to get you to fuck me. I was like naked and like rubbing my ass all over you, being like, ugh. And you ate half of the bag of the popcorn things, and you got popcorn fucking everywhere. And then you just rolled over. And I was like, are you fucking serious right now? So mad. It was such a chick move. It was like, I have a headache, and you just...
I didn't tell you had a...
You were just like, I don't feel like it. I don't know. You didn't.
I was drunk. I probably didn't feel like it.
I know. You should not come to people's houses if you're not going to have sex with them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Would you like to tell that to all the women listening right now?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the expectation was that we were going to have sex, and the reality was that you were going to binge eat and fall asleep.
I bet you I warned you.
No, you did. actually,
I
you
probably
might have.
was like,
You
hey, I'm
might have-
drunk. I don't think I can
No.
fuck.
Well, you were like, you look so hot right now. And I was like, all right, I still have a chance. And then, and you were like, I don't know if I can. And I was like, oh, surprise. And then but I was like, I have a fighting shot. I'm going to have him over. And then
You always have a shot.
I thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. That I always have a shot of fucking them. But yeah, and then
I meant like in life overall, like you have shots.
oh,
Like
okay, okay. Thanks for that pep talk, that blasé pep talk. But yeah, you just rolled over and then you left the next day, go to some like gay dance thing, and I was like, oh god.
Oh, was the float the next night?
Yeah, something like that. I'm sure you were like, I have to get ready for my float. I'm gonna wear makeup and
because I gotta get dancy.
yeah. I cannot believe that we ever slept together. It's so weird now.
You're the one. I think you're the one who like heavily pursued it. So I mean,
No,
you are the one who like first put me in the corner.
Okay, we met at a party-ish, a comedy recording party thing.
Yeah.
And you were just like staring at me on and off. And I was just, I don't know, I'm not a fucking idiot, you know? You weren't creepy, but I was like, he's into it. And then you walked me kind of you walked me to another guy's house who I was planning on doing mushrooms with and like also planning on having sex with. And he didn't have sex with me either. And I didn't get to do mushrooms. And I was like, well, that's fucking great. Just not getting laid all over the world. And then I would like creep on your profile from time to time. And I was like, I should. And then I think that you commented or liked something. I was pretty sure you're into it, and you liked something or like made some like sassy, flirtatious comment.
It's probably sassy. If we know me, it's probably sassy.
Absolutely. Some sort of Facebook, like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, oh, it's happening. I mean, that's just how I am. Like,
I don't know. You were just like, hey, so like when we like doing this, Presida, you call me Presida, which is such a turnoff.
I call so many guys with their last names. You're the first person to be like, that grosses me out.
When women do that, I'm just like, can you call me anything else? Just, yo, Presida sounds like we're going to go play football.
We are going to play football with our parts.
No.
You're going to touch down.
Football is not sexy for me.
I guess I don't know. I have a certain way of talking.
Yeah, Presida. Yeah, do me, Presida. Ugh, fuck.
Oh, what do you want? Like, like sweet, like, oh, Billy, you're such an angel
Even
of love making.
Or you could just be like, yeah, fuck me, Billy, but Presida, like,
I never called you Presida in bed. Now let the record state.
I feel like as soon as you probably didn't call me Presida as soon as the condom was on. I mean, that's really.
What do you mean?
You're going right up to the line
with Presida.
Yeah.
No, I feel like I call people.
Yeah, Alan. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like fucking you, Alan. How gross is that?
Well.
Oh.
But I never did that to you. I did it in pre-conversation. I never called you by your last name when we were having sex. I didn't like fist bump you either.
I feel it felt like it was
you
not
make up
long
stories. No, I don't think. Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
So I was like, "What's up, bitch, Presida?"
Yeah, and it's not far off from that. Like you're very.
I have an aggressive tone to me, and you talked to me in person before. I feel like you knew that was my personality to an extent.
Yeah, but I also wasn't flirting with you before.
Oh, like you weren't flirting with me at all.
I thought you had a boyfriend.
Oh, right.
We've been over this. I thought you were I don't know what it was, but like the way you looked that day, like you had like makeup on and things. You looked like you had a boyfriend.
Why would me having makeup on mean I have a boyfriend?
I don't know. I had a vibe. I was like, I think she has a boyfriend. I thought maybe she's dating Danny, our friend Danny Hatch.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
I thought you two were dating. But I was like, even if it's not him, I know there's definitely a boyfriend.
Right, because that's so funny. I feel like I'm so flirtatious. Most people do not.
I never got that vibe that you were interested that day.
Really? Okay. Well,
Not for a bit. Until you said, "Hey, Priscilla, when are we doing this?"
no, I want to like go on my phone and see what I said.
We don't need to harp on that.
Okay, but I started it, but I knew that you were interested. I think it's fair to say that you were interested.
Yeah, I was interested. I'm always curious.
Yeah. Oh, like, okay. I knew that you were interested, so I was like, whatever. Yeah, sure. I'm going to message him. What is he going to say? No? I mean, you could have said no.
Well, can we just like have a like a learning moment for a second? Ladies out there listening, what did she just say? She said, "What's the worst that happens?" He says no. Yeah, that's the worst thing that happens, right?
Yeah.
The world doesn't end.
Fuck you. Okay.
And you go back to Netflix.
You're lost. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have been rejected so many times.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like, and I'm not saying that like I'm a troll or like I have an off-putting vibe to me.
Oh, no, I would say you sometimes have an off-putting vibe to you, but she is far
Don't put
from
your
a
hand
troll.
on my shoulder to comfort me after calling me off-putting.
You're off-putting, but like a babe.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're like an off-putting babe.
I will.
Who will like fuck the shit out of you if you let them get into bed with you.
Yeah, sure. That's an accurate description of me. But I don't see the point, especially like when I used to drink and go to bars and stuff. I'm like, we're all here to try to fuck someone eventually. That's like, I mean, there are other reasons why people go to bars, but generally, people are there to meet other people. The possibilities that you get a number, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, who are we fooling here? There's no like secret code to what you do. If you're interested in someone, go talk to them.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then we had a nice little date. I hadn't been on a date in a while. Yeah. And we went on like a real date. I went to this place. You also don't drink. We'll get to that in a bit. Okay. But like, we went like on a date and like we talked for hours and all that stuff, and then shared things, and you told me about all the comics you bang. And you're also a comedian. I should also say, let me just take a moment. Like, so we're here right now with Andrea Allan, who is
Hello.
She's also a comedian. Mm-hmm. I've already probably said all this shit in the intro, so it doesn't matter. So we're talking. We had a night. Like I left there, be like, that was a good date. It was like a solid date.
Are you talking about when we went to the park or when we went to
the
bars?
first night. The first night. At
you were so into it.
I was super into it.
I remember.
Walked you back to your place, like gave you a kiss outside.
No, incorrect. I walked you to the train.
Oh, right.
And you were so like flabbergasted by that I would walk you to the train, and then you kissed me, and I like. You were walking up the stairs, and I remember you looked so giddy, and I was like, "Oh, he likes me so much."
I was very giddy.
Yeah.
I got even more giddy the next date because you took me on arguably one of the sweeter dates, if not one of the sweetest date of 2014.
Nice.
We said get together. It was actually it was the morning after I got back from doing the porno with Sarah J. Yeah. The Team BJ thing in Vegas.
Were you afraid to tell me that?
I was kind of like, if she doesn't know already, let's like wait.
Right. But if I was such an aggressive, yo, Priscilla, come fuck me kind of person, wouldn't you think that I wouldn't care?
I didn't know that yet.
Oh, yeah. You didn't know.
You had not unleashed the beast yet.
Oh, my God.
We had just been on a date. That's all I knew.
Okay.
But then, you planned a date. We went out. We went morning to, you took me to the park down on the waterfront in Brooklyn. It was really sweet. Like you brought like a big blanket, and we stopped and grabbed some snacks, and we lie down. We chit chatted, and you had me take the Kinsey test, and I failed it. And neither of us knew that was possible because the Kinsey test is like, it tells you where you are on the spectrum. Like, are you gay? Are you straight? Are you bisexual? Are you in between those things? Right on like what was it, 7
relative scale? Yeah.
Yeah, it's on like a scale, a spectrum. There's also and there's also a 0, right? But that's not failing. It was like a different thing.
Or maybe it's like asexual. I don't know.
There was something else.
Very like, it's not.
It was like you're wrong. There was a wrong one. There was one where it's like, we think you got something wrong. Go back and test it. Oh, like you
took this test. Like you're, yeah.
Yeah, you took it. Go back and take it again. But I didn't even get that one. I just got like, we don't know what the fuck you are.
Big question mark.
And I was like, that seems perfect.
Yeah, it made sense. It definitely made sense. You're a very confusing guy sometimes.
Can we say special snowflake?
No, I'm not going to say that to you. That makes me sick. You are so needy.
Very.
Oh my God, it's crazy. And then okay, so
And but it was nice. It was lovely, and it was like a real date.
yeah, it was
And
fun. I had fun.
So I was thinking, okay, like maybe I'm gonna get to date a person because
Yeah.
I've told you this. Chicks don't date me. I don't know why.
People
but they
don't date me either.
You seem kind of okay with it.
That the people don't date me. Yeah, I'm
Are you-
fine. I'm fine with it. I'm not like a boyfriend seeker. Like I think a lot of girls are like, oh, I don't want to get a boyfriend, and I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like obviously, I get lonely. Yes, it can be lonely, especially in New York. But my view on it is like I have a really wonderful life, and I have a lot of things that I want to do, and I'm really focused on that, like stand up and my job, my friends, like, you know? And so if someone else comes along who's like a partner who like, you know, can benefit me and is like a good presence in my life, I'm psyched about it, but I'm not depending on it to be like the key to my being a complete person. I think that's unhealthy.
So do you think like we would have had any chance of like you being my girlfriend, or
No, I don't think so.
that was never
I think
in the cards?
I think after that.
Was it after the first or second time I went soft? Was it?
Well, yeah, that was a huge factor. We're sexually incompatible.
Yeah, but
That's
like I'm
like
talking earlier on. We took us forever to fuck. So I
Yeah.
mean, we had many dates before we even tried to have sex.
I think that you are a little too. I liked you. I thought that you were really sweet, but I think that you were too like not feminine. That's like not demeaning, but that's not the word for it. You're too like you're too much of a romantic for me. I'm like a little bit of like a realist, and like people who are romantic and like flowery in the way that they approach love, it kind of like it puts me off.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember being like, oh, he's so great. He's a really great person. And like, I want to have sex with him, and like I will, but I also I don't know. I've only really ever had like 2 serious boyfriends, and they both came about and really, we slept together for a really long time, and then we just eventually started dating, you know? So it's not usually my path to like conventionally go on a dinner date and then like, oh, let's commit. And then that's like, that's rarely how my relationships happen. But yeah, with you, I think after like the 3rd or 4th date, I was like, we probably won't date. And I considered telling you that I didn't want to see you anymore because
Wow, this is news.
yeah, you can Emily can tell you, my friend Emily, another comedian. Because I was like, he's looking for a girlfriend, that's like his thing right now, and it would be kind of mean to lead him on, because I was behaving in a way that might make you think that that's what I was, not that that's what I was looking for too, but like
You're cuddly.
yeah,
with me, yeah.
which like I
was
like.
nice.
I like to be affectionate with people when they're around me, when we're romantically involved. But I was like, this could be sending out the wrong message. But then I was like, I want to fuck, so I don't care.
I'm gonna get that dude.
Yeah. And I was like, he's responsible for himself. Plus, I was like, he's fucking Billy Procida. He bangs everyone. Who cares? Like, I'm sure he's not like.
Common misconception.
Were you like holding out thinking that we would date?
I wasn't like holding out, but it's definitely when you took me to the waterfront, I was like, wow, this is like really sweet and thoughtful. Like it was definitely in the back of my mind. Like, let's see where this goes. Absolutely. Yeah. At the time I was actually even dating, actually the waterfront date day, I actually had another date that day.
I know you did.
Yeah.
And you told me to go like hang out with the boys, and I was
I don't
like,
think-
yeah, right. You don't have guy friends.
that's
You're such
true.
a fucking liar.
That's pretty true.
Yeah.
I know there was this girl who we rekindled after recording an episode. We recorded for like 2 hours. This girl Lisa, if you guys go back, I think it's like episode 20 something, maybe 23. And Lisa, like we recorded and we turned the mics off, and then we kept talking, and then we ended up kissing, and then we decided to try going out, and that was like our first date after recording again.
Sorry, Lisa.
Don't worry, things dropped off there too.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Again, I don't know why. I went to do the episode to find. I was like, so why didn't we work out? And then because she's one of the ones who like I was really into, and so I went seeking closure. And I felt like I got it, but then we started going out again, and then we stopped going out again, and I still don't know why. So I'm like, I may have to talk to her all over again.
Me and Lisa should compare notes.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely a thought because I was like, okay, she's sweet, she's funny, like you're very funny, you're witty.
You.
On stage, I don't know because at the time I was very afraid to watch you do stand up because like, what if she's not good on stage?
Yeah, that's always a huge concern.
Yeah, if you're dating comedians, like
if you think they're not funny, it's over.
But the thing is, like, I thought you were funny, like off stage. Obviously, it was a matter of like, but fuck, what if like as a comic,
she's awful.
Which I am no one to have the standard because like I'm questionably
but
decent.
it's like dating a musician and seeing them perform and being like, oh my god,
I'm dating a bad musician.
Yeah, and being like, this person is obviously not very smart or they're completely delusional if they believe that was good. It's very unattractive to have someone who's pursuing the arts who's so clearly not going to make it. It's really like, oh,
it's like, no, Angela, I'm gonna get it. You've got to now like lie to yourself, be like, oh, I guess.
Yeah, then you have to pretend that they're good. It's awful. I would never fuck someone who wasn't funny. That is like,
but you have to like also subtly like coach their life choices. Like,
right?
Like, I think I'm gonna quit the job as the senior art director. It's like, no, baby, maybe not yet, not yet.
What about no?
But drop out of grad school. No, I want you. You're already there.
See how I'll pay for it. You should just stay. You're terrible. You're never gonna. Yeah, I can't. I think we also took an extraordinarily long time to have sex with one another.
Well, that was just bad timing because you were just always on your period. I don't know. I mean, do women normally bleed 45 days of the month? Is that?
You know what? I was on my period. Our timing was awful, and then I was sick one time.
Yep, that was it.
And I think I also, I don't know. I can't remember. I think I like blew you off once too because I'd already established in my head after hanging out with you like 4 or 5 times.
You're like, we're not gonna date.
We're not gonna date.
So maybe I shouldn't fuck them.
Exactly.
Until your horny carnal self like scream, get the dick, get the dick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what happens. I go onto rooftops and I'm like, get the dick. I'm like, Mordor. Yeah, that's how I operate.
But then we did have sex.
When was the first time we had sex?
I don't know, probably like
6 months into dating.
I was gonna say like maybe 4 to 6 weeks, maybe like between the first and second month.
That's so funny. I like fuck everyone on the first date. That's hilarious.
I fuck everyone like on second to third dates.
Yeah, I mean not always first, but usually. Yeah, I don't care. I don't like if you're gonna judge me for having sex with you in the first date, you're not someone I want to be dating.
Totally, I agree.
But was it at my place?
They were all at your place. You came over and there was 1 or 2 times at my place, but yeah, it was at your place, and like we started and we were fine, and then you got on top of me.
Oh, we were on the couch and we were watching.
No. This is long before that. This is long before that when we first fucked. It's in your bed and we're doing fine, and then
everything's okay.
I'm erect. It's going the way it's supposed to.
Okay.
And then you got on top of me, and then you just like got intense. And
yeah, I fucked the shit out of you.
You scared the heart on off of me. Like my dick got scared and curled up into a condom. And
was it because it's too masculine?
I have no idea. I feel like I felt like we weren't like in a rhythm.
Yeah, we weren't. No.
And because
our fuck styles
and yours was just like
wildly different.
Wildly different.
Yeah.
Intense is the proper word, I think.
The way that I have sex?
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's not like I'm a soft, cuddly lay, but like Jesus Christ, Andrea, like holy shit.
My roommate. So before moving in with my current roommate,
did you have to warn her? Did
I
you be
had
like,
to warn her.
Like I will. It's gonna feel like an earthquake.
I fuck like a rabid flying.
You ever see This Is the End when when Jonah Hill's like the demon and gets like raped by the demon animal? It kind of sounds like
fat
that.
demon possessed Jonah Hill. That's so.
No, just if I close my eyes and listen.
Yeah, that's really a beautiful, nice picture to paint.
Don't worry, I'm not that great either, so I'm sure. I'm curious.
Not bad in bed.
You're not bad in bed. You're just different. You're intense. That's all.
My roommate said that she said when you have sex, it sounds like there's a Van Halen concert happening in there, and a lot of because I like kind of like more, I guess you would say like S&M-y style. I like to be on top a lot, but that's not necessary. I like to get like choked or slapped, and
that's not.
I yell a lot.
You yell?
Yeah.
I don't remember you yelling.
Well, you didn't get me riled up.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I just but I had another roommate too a few years. I mean, all of them have been like, Jesus Christ, Andrea. Yeah. But one of them, I was wrestling with a guy after sex. Oh God,
were you guys will you date fucking Andy Kaufman?
Oh yeah, I'm like that fat chick in the wrestling skit. I don't know. He was tickling me, and then I was like, stop it.
You kept doing that to me. That was like your weird foreplay.
Oh, yeah.
You kept tickling. I was like, please don't.
Oh, you hated that.
I did hate it.
I like to play fight a lot.
Well, you also didn't warn me that. Like, maybe I could try to get into it if I knew this was like a sexual
thing.
You're
making it seem like I'm like into tickle porn. It's just like I like to.
That's what it sounds.
No,
it seemed like.
I like to like, which I actually am not doing right now with my current sexual partner. No, I'm only having sex with one person right now. I
mean, okay.
What?
Okay, keep going.
It's true.
Keep going.
Okay, whatever, freak. So
I'm not one to talk.
Yeah, I mean, I would admit if I was having sex with more than one person. So we were like play fighting, and he threw me against a wall, and my roommate, we shared the wall, and she was telling me that during that time she was like, I think he might be killing her. she was like, I don't like want to bust in there in case they aren't like in case they're just fucking around. But she was like, but what if she's like, I put this roommate through hell too. I also
and it's like what to do seriously because I think you err on the side of caution. I think you go ahead and bust in because hopefully they just laugh it off,
right?
Because you don't want then to like all of a sudden like he just walk like. You go to the bathroom and then he's just like washing his hand and be like, oh, you guys were having a good time. And he's like, yeah, we were. And he just walks out.
And then I'm dead.
And then you go and then like the next morning you're like, hey, Andrea. And then like, oh my God.
Yeah, that could have happened.
There's a dead raven-haired woman.
She's got there's blood and cum everywhere. And
then you just feel bad that you didn't say anything.
Yeah, well, she should have. No, well, I would have been. I wouldn't have cared. I was so drunk anyways that who cares? Yeah, I put that particular roommate through like a lot. I had a friend visit me from Canada. I'm from Canada, everybody. We're supposed to be nice. I'm apparently not. No, I'm really nice.
You're very nice.
I'm just aggressive.
Just intense.
Yeah,
it's intense.
You're like, so you seem like you're.
I like an aggressive woman. Yeah. You're intense. Like,
what's the difference?
I think it's more. I like a leading woman.
Okay.
I like someone who's leading sometimes. And this is not overall, like I have sexual partners currently who are not leading and I have insanely great, awesome sex with them and it's great.
Oh, that must be nice.
Or like sometimes sometimes something switches, but it's not a requirement. But if I had to like generally say something, I would say I generally like a leading woman.
Okay.
There's a difference between like kind of taking charge, like leading the way versus like taking charge and I am going to just...
I fucked you.
Oh yeah, you do. And I like getting fucked. And Christ, like it was scary.
Really? What was scary about it?
Okay,
was
it wasn't
the
scary.
Speed or the velocity?
I think it was the velocity. Maybe velocity.
Yeah.
I think it was also like just the way you did it. Like you come.
It sounds like I raped you.
No. Totally consensual. I think it was like you kind of come up. You like almost dismount the dick while fucking all the time.
I remember. Well, that I don't go. I went on top.
Yeah.
Pretty aggressively with you, but I don't always do that.
Okay.
I actually don't really
because that's when I got soft was when you went on top.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see. I don't go on top with my current sexual partner, and he's like more like of a dominant partner, so I like that.
Sure.
But I did something, and you were like, I've only seen people do that in porn, and I was like, what? I got on top, and like most of the time when you're on top, you're like on your knees and you're kind of just bouncing.
Oh, you were like on like the balls of your feet.
But yeah, like
and like throwing your hip into it. But like your hand, like you're up, like you're in that position that like when you like read an article on Jezebel and they tell you the differences between like real sex and porn sex.
Yeah.
Right. You were doing that difference. So one was like, really, that's not a real position, girls. That's just for the camera because it's a good display. Yeah. No, you were doing that one.
Yeah, I think I did learn that from porn.
And that's why. And yeah, it's in porn, but doesn't always feel good.
Were you scared that I would? What? Why doesn't it feel good? Because I feel like it would feel better because I'm like I'm going up and down like the whole.
I don't know. It's just.
But I think it's more of a mental thing for you,
maybe,
to see someone so like thrusty. Is it because it's like I
think part of me thought that you got that from porn, and I was thinking, does she even like this, or is she doing this because she thinks it's from porn?
I like it. But
yeah, so there's a little scariness, and I was not able to. I think, and then I think I tried again. I think by the next morning, I definitely came at least once, but I remember not being like an eventful coming. Mm-hmm. Like it may have been like
forced.
Like you were like probably bent over, like, and it was a very quick. Like I think I was getting ready to leave, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, let me give this one more try.
Yeah, I remember.
But like, you know,
that's how I always get guys to come. I do it doggy style because I have like a huge ass, and
you do have a great ass.
It's like guaranteed every time.
But so we tried fucking multiple times afterwards. Mm-hmm. Some successful, some just not. Could not just like you were and again, you're like very attractive. Like if you sent me like dirty pictures, I would totally be beating off to them. Not just because they're naked, just because like
very sweet.
Yo, but that ass. No.
Oh, I hate when you say that.
I know.
It's so gross.
How's it feel, Alan?
Okay, fair, very fair.
So it's like this has never happened to me where like I consistently with the same person don't get an erection.
I'm sorry that I broke you down with my Amazon fucking.
You do your Amazon pussy? Yeah. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. That was like you're the only person that like consistently happened with.
Yeah, it's never happened with me to anybody else.
What happened
either.
what goes through your head as a woman? Or what did like
when that happened?
Or the times, like as I mean, it wasn't one time; it was multiple times.
I think the first time I was like, all right, jitters or whatever. Not, it's not unusual for a guy to not be able to get it up. It's not like the norm, but it's happened. I've also like, I used to when guys couldn't get it up or like for whatever reason, drunk or condoms or weird, there's multiple reasons. I used to like be like, oh, is it me? Like, and now I'm like, no. It's not. It's a naked chick. It's fine. Something's going on with him or whatever.
Ure.
So I kind of was just like, it's fine. And then the second time, I'm trying to think.
I mean, you don't have to think time by time, but I mean, just
in general, how I felt about it.
Because like we didn't. This didn't stop. Like we kept hooking up, and I mean, I think the last time we hooked up was like, and it was like barely hooked. It was more like a cuddle and like some kissing. It was like when you moved in this place, like what 3 months ago. Mm-hmm. 4 months ago?
I stopped thinking that it was going to be anything between us, so I didn't really care. Well,
that night you were also like high, so I was like, listen, I'm going to get some snacks. I'm going to come over and...
Yeah, that was nice of you. But, you're a nice person, Billy.
I am. I try.
And so am I. We just are like...
Sexually... For two slutty people... We are two slutty people. For being as slutty as we are...
It's crazy.
It's weird that we can't fuck each other
it's
like regularly.
It's like we're like... What's the word in literature? We're each other's foils. You ever heard this term?
No.
When two characters
I'm not as learned as you.
Yeah, I'm very well educated. And way out of your league. I can't even believe I had sex with you. I mean, look at me. Look at you. Just kidding. I know, I'm just being a bitch because you made fun of my fucking for like
Way
long
too
time.
long. Yeah. Maybe I should probably cut that down. I was like,
you're like, you are disgusting, and you made me lose my ability to have an erection. You crazy jungle fucking monster bitch. It's like, oh, okay, that's a little much, Billy, and you would still fuck me. I can't believe you say things like this to me, and you're like, she's
because you're really attractive.
I know, but
and you're funny. And
yeah, it's fine. I don't actually care. It's just so funny how much you extrapolated on how terrifying I am. God, what was I talking about?
You also throw some shit my way. You just don't tend to do it on microphone. Oh, except for like, yeah.
I think.
I just sound like the monster because like you're being really good right now.
Okay, I know I am being
you're,
so
like,
nice.
You don't have to be
I'm
nice.
the victim. No, I'll get to you. Foils are like two characters that are so opposite that when they meet in real life, they both die. Is the concept. With us, it was our libido died.
No, your libido stayed strong.
Because I was trying to jackhammer fuck something out of it. Like I was just forcing your limp dick inside me, just hoping that you would be able to pull it together. Since you criticize my sexual practices, what are my criticisms of yours? I
like how you take the question upon yourself.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take. I'm gonna field this question since you said I could be mean, and now that I know,
I want you to be yourself.
I am being myself. Andrew, what do you think about Billy's shitty sex style? Thank you for asking me that, Andrea. I'm so glad that you asked because I've been waiting to tell him that he's a cuddly little faggot, and he's so. You're so much. You know what it is? I think what it was that you were probably still a little bit into me when we first had sex, and I'd kind of like ruled you out a little bit in my head. So you were trying to like make emotional connections and eye contact, and I don't like that unless I feel that way about someone. So maybe that's why I was like, nope, we're turning this into a straight fuck fest, and it just. I mean, you're not bad in bed. You put like your whole fist inside me. That was kind of fun.
Oh, wait. I believe you. I just don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
Fisting you.
You didn't fist me, but you were fingering me and
I'm like, whoa, there's one, another one's gone, another one's gone. Oh shit, it's all, where'd my hand go?
Okay, my vagina's not like a cavern. It's just I was really turned on because I was so horny. I just don't feel like we had enough complete sex that I could even really speak to what's wrong with your sexual style. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just
that's why I didn't ask.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your question, Billy. You're welcome, Andrew. Okay. Next question. I'm running your show now.
That's fine, man. No, I don't know. It was just interesting. I don't know.
Were you heartbroken?
No.
Would you ever cry about me?
No.
No? Oh, damn it. I wish. How did we end it? Or did we end it?
We didn't. Like in theory, like
I'll still
try. Like doesn't hurt trying. You're fun to hang out with.
I know.
And watch shitty movies.
I'm the best.
Yeah.
We watched that shitty movie and
that's weird that like we fucked with zero problems that night.
Did we? Oh yeah, we did.
That was the one who was on the couch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All we had to do was watch a shitty Julianne Moore indie horror flick. So for some reason,
you know what it maybe was too, is that I watched this stupid fucking movie. I was waiting for you to come over and I started getting really paranoid and I heard like a noise or something. And I texted you
I remember
being
this.
like, and then, I don't know how it started, but I was starting to get really scared.
Right.
And then
you heard a thing before I'd even gotten there.
Uh-huh. And then you buzzed up and then you rang the doorbell and hid. And I looked on the peephole because I was already in like code level midnight fear. And I was like, oh, thank God there's a boy coming over. I'm so scared. And then I couldn't see you. And I'm so gullible and trusting that I was like, wait, I texted you being like, did you just buzz? Because like someone has been like knocking on my door and no one's there. And I was like almost hysterical. I was afraid.
Did I even say, I said, no, I didn't buzz,
yeah, you
right?
said I'm not even here yet. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm gonna fucking die. Obviously, I should know. Who the fuck else is it? You're such a little bitch that you love doing shit like this. You're smiling right now. You're so happy with yourself.
I was very proud of that prank.
That was so fucking mean.
I mean, that prank completely improvised. You know, it's so, like really off the cuff.
Yeah, really. So
well planned out psychologically.
Yeah, you weakened me in a more vulnerable state.
Because you told me that you were scared.
Yeah, I get scared really easily. And you weakened me, and that's probably why we had good sex. Well, I don't know if it was good, but it was sex. I mean, it wasn't bad. I don't remember that being bad.
That was like a very positive, complete, no problems.
I love that the bar for our sex life is just like no problems.
No problems. Setting the bar high.
No malfunctions.
If anyone's listening wants to fuck either of us, we're independently we were probably both great lays.
Yeah, I've never had complaints.
I eat the pussy all the time except with Andrea. You know, it's
my vagina is not fucking weird. It's not like a weird, creepy vagina.
I don't remember it being, but together
there's something fucked up with us. Yeah,
it's like slutty negative magnets repelling.
Someone was telling me
we can both like sense each other's chlamydia. It's like
okay. I had chlamydia one time.
I've still had it 0.
You've had it 0? Have you had any STDs?
No.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
You probably have herpes.
We probably all have herpes.
Yeah, I think so. Whenever I go to the doctor and they tell me that I don't have herpes, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
The general STD panel generally doesn't include the HSV screening. A lot of gynos will throw it in there, but that just depends.
I always ask.
Yeah, but like generally, it's not like a general panel.
Yeah,
and sometimes like you get charged extra, so they'll just be like, you don't really need to because
everyone's got it, right?
I mean, seriously, what is HSV1 is like 80% of people.
Yeah,
70-80% of people have like the HSV1, which, it's oral herpes, but you can have that downstairs too. And then I think it's like 2020.
You can give people genital herpes by giving them oral sex.
At this, because oral sex has gotten more and more popular over the last few decades, really either strand can go to either location.
Yeah, no, I know.
So, but I think 20-25% of people have genital herpes. So it's just like, and it's not life-threatening, so I'm not concerned.
Yeah, I'm not like going.
There's nothing you can do
gung ho to get it, but I'm also like
you can't do anything about it because condoms don't really protect. So it's just like you have to take it as a risk of having fun sex. And you know what? That's a risk I'm willing to take because sex is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I would love to have fucking awesome.
I would love to have fucking awesome sex right now, but you're here with me.
I know, it's so sad. I'm having awesome sex right now.
Yeah,
actually.
with a comedian, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what is it with you banging comics? Because like not only is it you banged him, banged me, but like to the point that like another comedian who I've slept with who refuses to appear on this program, apparently like you've slept around enough that like you both share like dudes.
We're scissor sisters. I'm that way with a lot of female comics. This is what it is.
Well, who are all these other female comics sleeping with comics? Like maybe I need to meet them.
Well, I won't out them, but there's like 4 particular girls. This is gonna sound conceited, but I'm gonna say it anyways.
Are you gonna say that you're the best looking one?
No, okay. I'm gonna say that there's a pool of, I would say, maybe more attractive female comedians, like who I happen to have in common with a lot of guys. And I think that I think it's 2 things. One is like these girls are like me in that they don't give a shit. They're gonna fuck comics. You either, as a female comic, you either decide you're going to fuck guy comics or you're not going to, and it's a decision that you have to make. And like people sometimes do it and don't do it. It's not like so definitive, but the reason why people are weird about it, like my comedy partner, Emily, she doesn't want to fuck guy comics because she's worried that like it will create drama and like she'll feel weird about it, and it's like a coworker to her. Yeah. Which is a totally legitimate.
And some people say I only fuck my coworkers at the bank.
Right, exactly. And I just want to be the most popular girl in town. No, and I don't care about, I'm like, I don't care enough about male comics' opinions of me to like think that that's going to change my success or failure. But I get it. But these girls, the girls that I share with, they fuck comics, and they're also like maybe a little bit hotter, you know? So it just seems like that's the pool. But I don't fuck comics because I have a comic fetish. It's because I work in fashion during the day, and I'm basically surrounded by like gay men and women. So I'm not meeting guys.
So like chubby dudes with beards automatically become that much more attractive.
No, it's just like that's where I hang out with straight guys.
Sure.
So, and I
a
also
lot of straight guys who talk a lot about not getting laid.
Yeah, but no, there's lots of comics that are confident and sexy.
And nearly children, one of them at least.
Which one? You?
No.
Oh, are you going to out me on... Okay,
I don't know. I can beep that.
Yeah, no, you don't have to beep it. I don't care.
I'm probably still gonna. Because I called him a child.
Yeah, he is a child.
He is. He's like 22.
Yeah. That was so...
He's like 8'17", and then he's 22 years old.
He made my leg go dead.
You told me that.
Yeah.
You told me there was like... Oh, wait, tell us about that, because I forgot the story.
So I was fucking an exceptionally tall comic. And he's not just tall, he's giant.
Basketball tall.
He's like Tom Hanks big, you know? He's massive. In the pants. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not. He's a big dick. But but he was on top of me for so long, and he was kind of laying on my legs were obviously open. And he was laying on like my thigh, and my pelvis was all like twisted and weird. Not twisted.
What do you mean?
Like it was like, I'm trying to illustrate to you.
Yeah, I'll try to illustrate. I'll narrate.
So he's on top of me, and my leg is like I'm obviously like this, but
so she's in like butterfly, guys.
Yeah, he's lying here.
He's putting pressure just like right on one spot.
Yeah, and it's in like, I feel like your nerves.
Well, he's got like his fucking knee into the.
His whole body weight. Because this leg was more like that.
Now it's much butterfly, guys. Yeah. So she's got like go butterfly pose, right, and then take the right leg and just like place it out, like flail it out there, just like you're hailing a cab with it,
right?
And then all the pressure's on that like other leg,
dormant leg,
the dormant leg.
It's the weight bearing leg.
Okay, and
he was just on. He was wearing a condom, and I think he was having some trouble. Finishing the job, and
did you let him raw dog like the others, or
no? I don't raw dog anymore. Just kidding. I have recently. Anyways, it feels so much better. Okay, but he the amount of weight and pressure from him lying on me for so long made the nerve endings get like pinched in my leg, and I couldn't feel from my like thigh downward for like 3 weeks.
That long?
Uh-huh.
You should probably seen a doctor.
I know, but I'm like,
they need to have a doctor just for sex stuff.
For like fuck injuries?
Just for sex stuff, STDs, questions.
Yeah.
That way, like the real doctors can focus on like real problems.
Not like weird fuck incidences.
Or just the ones where like 90% of people go in with like a mole on their cheek and be like, "Is this an STD?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is this an STD?"
They need like a retard filter.
Yeah. It's like, you've got cancer. It's like, yeah, but a doctor, can I fuck with the cancer? That's what's important.
Is that what you go in for?
But you don't. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say I fuck male comics because they're there, and I also just like comedians. I like being around them.
We're funny, awesome people.
Yeah, they're open.
We're sad, but we're
yeah,
great.
But I'm sad, so you know that's
big, tall, sad freak. Yeah.
So that's the type of people that I choose to spend most of my time with. That's like my social circle. That's my life. So why wouldn't I be, sleeping with people who are like-minded?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You don't drink anymore. You used to fuck a lot when you used to drink like an animal, and now you don't drink, and now you allegedly make better sexual decisions. Why don't you tell us some more about that? Because I remember, because that first date, I don't realize that you don't drink.
Did I not tell you?
Not until we got there, and then like I'm managing my drinks because I'm a lightweight. Because said I'm
remember.
just a Weight Watchers
I bought
pussy.
you a drink. Yeah, you
think
are
you
a Weight
did.
Watchers pussy. You were like, "Can I have a Diet Coke and rum?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh God, this is over."
Now I drink whiskey and Diet Coke.
Okay. Diet Coke's so nasty, dude.
I don't no, so but yeah, you remember, I remember you telling me like all these like horror stories of like the things you had done when you like blackout sex, and now how you're like not a monster anymore.
I mean, I'm still a monster. It's not like alcohol was completely changing my personality. It was just I loved getting out of control when I drank. That's like that was largely the appeal to it. Which is fine. I mean, it's not fine, but I would get in fights with guys. I would text ex-boy. I mean, typical like drunk behavior. But I would also just like pick up guys at bars. Like I would just see a guy and like grab his dick at a bar and be like, "Come back home." Yeah, all the time.
Fucking love it.
It starts to get a little scary when you wake up in a bed with someone that you don't really know, and you're like, "Oh, did I use a condom?" or like, "What happened?" Or it's just like, and fucking blackout drunk sex is like fun for a while, but it gets so like just sloppy. I mean, I don't know. I did it up, and I was like, I'm sick of this. And I'm sick. And I also just like, I have some issues in the way that I deal with men. I have some problems like saying what I want or what I'm thinking. I can be kind of a pushover, and I would drink and just like lash out because I wasn't expressing things that were bothering me.
And now you just freely call guys a faggot on a podcast. Yeah.
Oh my God. Are you going to go all like gay rights on me? I've had sex with women. Have you had sex with the same sex? I can say faggot. No one would ever think that I was homophobic. There's
no,
not
I never accused
As a comedian,
you
should know that people should be able to say words and freely.
Yeah.
And,
you know what's funny is I never accused you of being homophobic. You got insta-defensive.
I know, because you were so like, you can call a man a faggot as if I'm some sort of like...
No, it's just more like it was, you were talking about like, oh, I wasn't like speaking freely to men, and now you openly insult them.
Yeah, because men are dogs and they deserve to be openly insulted.
Well, I never accused you of being homophobic. I like how defensive you had the whole argument planned out.
I know, because
you were ready.
I like the F word.
I would never say that you can't say it. It depends on how and why and
I would
when.
never say it to Whip. And anyway, I know how to appropriately drop the F-bomb.
Sometimes it might be appropriate to say it to a faggot. That might be.
Like yourself, like a faggot like you.
Most of the times it's not. It's only appropriate, like, I don't know, if I wanted to hurt somebody, like, and then I would.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, because the purpose of like hurtful words is like, in theory, to hurt a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to, for example, like if I don't do this because I don't like getting hit, but like if I wanted to hurt a black person, if I was like in a fight with a black person,
mm-hmm.
if I really wanted to hurt his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I could call him the N-word, and there's a very
mm-hmm.
good chance it's going to hurt his feelings. Also, a great chance I'm going to get socked in the face.
Yeah, why would you? Why are you running around calling black people the N-word like a death wish?
I don't. Death wish. No, it's the only slur that comes with a warning to duck. But that would hurt that person's feelings. Now, I don't have to hate black people to say the word. Like I could. I'm not going to, but like I could say the word right now. It doesn't mean I inherently hate black people, right?
Mm-hmm,
just because I said that word,
right?
And just because I call that one, it doesn't mean I hate all black people. I just hate this one black person I'm in a fight with.
Mm-hmm.
In a fight with. That's how I'm really self-conscious right now about my weight. Is that fat just comes out subconsciously?
That was unattractive too.
Oh, the whole like being
the weight thing was really unattractive. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much you like cared about it and talked about it.
Yeah, I should talk about my points less.
Off-putting. It was like, all right.
I'm doing my best. I think I was on a date the other night and I only said the words Weight Watchers once, and I think
you
it was
should
very
never
subtle.
say it on a date. It's so unattractive.
I'm working on that
because it's you're already so feminine and sensitive, which is not a bad thing. It's not. It just wasn't for me.
Sure.
And I wasn't for you because I'm the other way. But I think it pushes it over the edge. You know, you're like, why are you telling me about your body dysmorphia right now? Like, I want to.
It's because I liked you and I wanted to like open up and like grow an intimate relationship with you.
Too early though. Too early. Don't hide it, but like I mean, maybe other girls fucking loved it, but I doubt that they did. I'm very doubtful that this is something that
I'm working on. Hey, it's oversharing is a thing I got to work on.
Right, and I overshare too, but that particular thing is...
Most people think like oversharing about sex is the thing you have to work on, and I'm pretty good about like keeping that. I mean, despite the podcast, but if they don't like Google me,
beside the podcast,
like if they don't follow me on any social media, I can hide the sex stuff for a while. It's the other things is that like my other flaws.
They're not flaws. They're not flaws.
I'm a man on Weight Watchers. That's a flaw.
It's not.
I'm okay with it.
It's not a flaw. Lots of men diet. It's just like Weight Watchers is such a female weight program. It's so like getting my points, girlfriend. Like I feel like you would be wearing like a juicy tracksuit when you went to Weight Watchers, and you're like you have all your like girlfriends. That you
listen, we've already established on your podcast that I do not wear women's clothing.
I know.
There's a great story. We're not going to tell it here, partially for time, and partially because you should go listen to her podcast.
Thank you.
Where we go really in depth on whether or not how do I phrase it? Well, I'm not totally giving. I kind of already gave it away, didn't I? Because I said I don't wear women's clothing.
Billie tricked me once.
I tricked her hardcore.
That's a common thing.
In the thinking I was into something that I wasn't, and it scared the shit out of her.
Another thing, I don't know why you would do that if you were trying to.
Because it was funny. Because again, it was
you have to.
You were having anticipatory anxiety. Like I wasn't trying to trick you. You just started tricking,
going with it because you couldn't stop.
Because you said, "What are you wearing, panties?" And then I was like, "Wouldn't it be funny if she? Wow, why?"
Yeah,
does she
but
think
you're
that?
Like, okay, take it. Go.
I never said I am wearing panties.
Do it for like 5 minutes. Don't do it for an hour.
I just kept giggling about it,
and then looking at me with these creepy eyes, like, why are you being so weird? And then trying to cuddle on me. I'm like, just tone it down, faggot. I'm trying to want to have sex with you, and it's really hard. That's another thing too with you. It's like you're one of those people that would rather be right than happy. Like you just need to fucking prove your point.
I thought you were gonna say you'd rather be right than get laid.
Yeah, you would rather be right than get laid. You fucked yourself over many times. Eating your popcorn. Well, you weren't. I just give it up on
I don't think
having
that
sex
night,
with you. Bye.
I vaguely remember this night, and I'm pretty sure I alluded to like that's not gonna happen tonight.
I know. I was so mad.
It's just a carnal horniness you had.
I was so horny, and I got
you have all the dudes you were banging. You called me the guy who questionably gets it up. You called him.
I wasn't. I don't think I was hooking. I don't actually think I was hooking up with other people.
There were guys you could have still called.
Yeah, but I wanted to hang out with you because there's still something going on, something dysfunctional.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I pretty much gave up after that, for sure.
Sure.
When did you? Were you at? What was the point where you're like, all right, I got to start pursuing other shit. This isn't gonna happen.
I mean, I was still like seeing and hooking up with people, but like like in a dating capacity. I think it was after like a few times of just like not being able to
have sex
with you specifically.
Yeah.
I think it was partially that. I mean, I really enjoyed time. Like you're cool, and Lord knows and you're a good kisser, and I'll periodically still try if you ever wanted to. It just I don't know that it's gonna work.
Still gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm glad I have the power.
I mean, you're fun to like hang out, watch a movie with, eat some snacks, cuddle, and make out, and maybe touch my penis. You know. No. Maybe depends. Depends on the thirst level. I might call you up. You're hungry like a wolf.
Yeah. 1-800. I'm so fucking horny. I don't care. Maybe I'll try Presida. I sometimes call you when I'm like, I want affection.
I'm good for affection.
Yeah.
I don't ask for much in return for the affection.
You're very affectionate, which was...
I just might need like the hand job or something. But like, yeah, affection's pretty cheap with me.
Hand job? I would rather give you a blowjob.
I was trying to think of something low key because if you say blowjob, it sounds like automatically selfish. So I was trying to think of something lower key.
Hand jobs are so bizarre. Why a girl would want to give? Men do that best. I mean, I'll throw the hand in there.
I've had some stellar hand jobs from women.
Just beginning to end hand job.
I mean, I've had many a happy ending massage that were just fine like that.
Some old Asian lady, really?
No, I don't do the Asian massage parlors anymore too much.
Yeah.
It's cheaper, but there's a reason why. Because she's like 58, but advertises herself as 27.
Mm-hmm.
Not even. She'll advertise herself as like 34, which is weird. Like when you're lying to go younger, just fucking go for it. Like don't
say you're like 18.
Say you're 18. Just say 25. Don't say you go to the 20s. Don't lie and say mid 30s.
Yeah, I know because it's.
I have this feeling like most Asian I've definitely supported sex trafficking at least once.
Do you feel sad after that?
No, but I don't say that assuming all sex workers are victims. That's so not the case. I'm just saying statistically, at least one Asian massage parlor I've been to, one of those women had to have not been there like on her own accord. Like one of them had to have been doing it because some dudes got like her daughter locked in a cage. Yeah. But, like I don't know this because they don't keep the daughter in the cage like in the waiting area. So like I don't.
That's not their.
I don't fucking know.
That's not their like decoration.
Right.
It's their blackmail.
Like the saddest titty I've ever had in my mouth has been just like some old Asian woman titty because I insisted because I was like, you know what, I don't know why I need a titty in my mouth. Can I? And just
that's so.
There's been sad times in my younger years, weeks.
She was giving you a hand job, and you were like, "Let me just put your weird Asian."
But I can't even say it because she doesn't even really speak English, so I have to like basically I have to feel my way up to see when she says stop, and then just let you keep going. So then you slowly take boob out.
Oh my god, that's so foul. I've accidentally shit on someone, and that makes me like sick. Yeah.
I mean, we don't have time, but you didn't shit on someone. I believe there was like a monstrous incident.
Yeah, you could.
It's more than a little poo.
You can go to.
It was more than a little poo.
You can listen to Risk podcast, and I told that story on there. I'm very well versed.
We're basically making y'all have to jump around to other shows to hear the good stories.
Yeah, because I'm the well. We had some pretty good stories, you and I think. Yeah. We covered some good bases.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I'm feeling good. How do you feel?
Fine.
Yeah. Would you ever fuck me again?
Yeah.
Without having to be insanely horny, like not emergency level.
I feel like that's so mean to say that. Like
that's fair.
That I would emergency fuck you. Would I ever fuck you again? Yeah.
That took a long time to get to that. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like there would be a situation. Like, I feel like if we were like on the road or saw each other at a festival or like.
So we got to be like on the road or out of town.
No, this sounds like so mean. I'm just saying.
It's not mean to not want to fuck someone.
No.
Think about all the guys you haven't fucked.
Yeah.
There's so many of them.
This is what I'm saying is that in New York City right now, as we live our regular lives, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
But
so I can't say like, hey, you want to hang out? Like.
And like fuck, and I would be like no, but I'm like I still think that you're attractive. You're still an attractive person that I would want to have sex with. So I'm not like never. It's just like I can.
You need a special occasion.
Not a special occasion, just
like someone's wedding.
Yeah, or like I'm 40 and
wedding date. Okay, cool, good to know.
Yeah, yeah, but right now I'm not. See, I don't want to say that because I still want you as my. Option D.
Option D for dick.
Yeah, exactly. Can I still keep you?
You can keep me as option D.
Okay. That's really sweet.
No
I
problem.
feel like that's a beautiful friendship.
I think it's great. I've made almost all my friends are pretty much just chicks and gay guys. A few like male comics and barely like that I would call like close friends. I don't know, one, maybe two. Mm-hmm. So really all my friends are chicks and all those chicks are like women I've made out with at some point. Mm-hmm. I have two chick friends that I call close friends that I've never made out with and never tried to and will never try to. Only two. Everyone else I've at least drunkenly made out with once.
I feel like we're friends.
Oh yeah, we're friends.
Yeah.
So
I feel like we're better as friends.
It's just like a prerequisite for being my friend. It's like we gotta like fool around a little bit.
I've hooked up with a lot of male friends. That's kind of like my deal too. But I feel like we're better as friends than we ever were as a couple.
As a couple, sure.
Yeah.
As fuck buddies, definitely. Mm-hmm. But friends who like, whenever you decide to relapse and start doing that again.
I'll show up swinging whiskey up a whiskey bottle and
with
being
your
like,
ugly fur coat. Priscilla, come fuck me.
come fuck me like a little pussy you are,
You
bitch.
limp dick F word.
Limp dick, faggot Priscilla. Come try to shove it in me.
In my intro, I'm gonna have to like say, "Hey guys, listen, comedians, we say words."
Oh God, yeah, because you have like your whole like LGBT hand holding fucking audience that's gonna be so offended.
You know what? Because they just take a lot of shit.
Yeah, I get why people, if a gay person that I work
I feel
with,
like we just ended. We had like such a good, funny point to end on.
and now we just went off because let's edit it out.
No, because at this point we've addressed it and it's weird.
Okay, am I gonna get a hate mail because of this?
I don't know. I mean, only if you provide your email address.
Can I give them my phone number and they could be like,
Guys, just email me at manwhorepod@gmail.com. I'll give you her phone number. You can call her with your death threats.
Okay.
Andrea, where else can people find you to yell at you?
You can call
Twitter?
me gay hating bitch at at Twitter at Andrea Comedy. And then there's also, I would love if you guys would check out my podcast, and that is the Hot Mess Comedy Hour. It's on iTunes. We also have a Facebook fan page, which is just the Hot Mess Comedy Hour.
And if you don't use iTunes, it's probably, I bet you if you're using... Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I'm saying if you use any other if you use Overcast, Pocket Catcher, any of those apps, I'm sure you can find it on there as well. Mm-hmm. And I was on an episode of that. What was I, like episode 3 or 4?
No, you were like 6.
6? Okay. Not as good as 3.
You're not the first
whatever.
tier, but you were in the second.
Yeah.
And one of my favorites.
So when you go check and listen to the Hot Mess Comedy Hour, why don't you start with the episode with Billie Procida, and you can hear what this weird panties story was. Yes. Because we go quite in depth about it. They also make fun of my intro, but
hey, I'm not even gonna start.
Oh, because you don't have your fucking notes with you,
write
you
my notes.
cheater.
Hey, bitch tits, one hits and sugar. Your intro's ridiculous. Your music's stupid, and all your fucking stupid faggot fans are gonna Twitter me and be like, "Don't make fun of Billy Sensitive. You're so mean." Everyone has to feel sorry for him because he's so vulnerable. He's not vulnerable. He's a fucking martyr and a pussy.
Andrea, this was great. That was a way better way to end it.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna have you say goodbye to them because that was best.
Okay. Fuck you. Goodbye.
Oh wow. Okay. If you have hate mail for her, you can tweet her at Andrea Comedy. No, I think that was fun. I had a really good time talking to Andrea. We got to talk about some things. We got to work through my sexual dysfunction with her. We got to work through why her vagina dysfuncts my penis. That's pretty much fine. Yes, do follow her on Twitter and check out her podcast. The Hot Mess Comedy Hour is a weekly comedy show with stand-up comedians talking about why we are just sad people. And as usual, you can follow me on Twitter at @TheBillyProcida. Say hello. Use the hashtag ManWhorePodcast. And please, if you can, support the Man Whore Podcast and help me improve the show. Become a patron at patreon.com/manwhorepodcast or go to manwhorepod.com and click the Patreon banner on the side. And obviously, I assume you are subscribed to the show over on iTunes or Stitcher, wherever you like to listen to this. Wherever you listen, please write a review. Please leave a rating or a comment. It helps other people naturally discover the show because I already know that you're a great listener. And by being a great listener, you've already shared the show with all of your friends and family. And so the only way you can further help more people discover the show is by leaving a review. But as always, I'm here every week chatting with my past flames and some pretty cool sexperts. So until next week, everybody, enjoy yourselves and stay slutty.